straight year with the Edward R. Murrow Award for overall excellence in television and radio. ABC News, America's #1 news source. Heart-pounding, exhilarating, breathtaking, eye-popping, mind-blowingly good. Wow, just wow. Tonight at 10, 9 Central, it's the premiere of Save My Life on ABC.
Good Sunday morning alongside Todd Grisham. I'm Zubin Mehenti. Saturday, though, was made for pitchers.
A lot of great performances. How about Clayton Kershaw? He had himself a nice afternoon against the Nationals. He would strike out 14 batters in 8 innings of work as the Dodgers go on to win it 4-2. Clayton Kershaw, as good as they come.
Now, it wasn't just guys on the hill dominating. We did have some guys at the plate mash, too, namely Robinson Cano facing his old team, the Yankees, on Saturday at the Stadium, a place where he used to play so well for the home team, but as a member of the opposition, went yard not once but twice. First multi-home run game as a member of the Mariners, who escaped Saturday with a 1-run win over New York.
How about some patriotism this morning? The United States taking on Cuba in the quarterfinals of the Gold Cup. Big day for Clint Dempsey. You know, he's never scored an international hat trick, but he did on Saturday. There's number 2. His third comes in the 78th minute. The largest margin of victory for the United States ever in a Gold Cup game. 6-0 the final. They play Jamaica on Wednesday in the Gold Cup semis.
Busy sports Sunday, plenty of things to keep your eye on, of course, including the Open and plenty of Major League Baseball as well. For Todd Grisham, I'm Zubin Mehenti. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. From all of us at ESPN, have a great Sunday.
This summer, put some good in your morning.
He's got the smile, right? Got it.
And it gets even better when you add Flo Rida.
Hey, now I'm glad to meet you. Turn up, girl, blow the speaker. Yeah.
Come on, sing it, girl.
I don't like it. I love it.
Say good morning, America.
This will be your new Integrity Cadillac Buick GMC, where every vehicle comes with our promise. We promise to do the right thing first time, this time, every time. At Integrity Cadillac Buick GMC, easy to get to from anywhere, in the heart of Automotive Row.
The Mitchells want to transform this barely used bonus room into an entertainment room.
Great room. How do you guys want to use it? We'd like a place we could all hang out.
Definitely.
For this makeover, I'll mix casual colors and fabrics. It's easy to create a functional and fun space with the HGTV Home Design Studio at Bassett.
We've got this U-shaped sectional. These fabrics are great. I love the pops of color.
It used to be a storage room.
Now it's a family room. We love it.
Are you ready for your big reveal?
Save 30% on one item and 25% store-wide this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Snip or not to snip?
How old is too old for a circumcision?
There is a big difference in surgical risk.
Then
I haven't talked about this to anyone really like this. I've just been so embarrassed, and I didn't want to tell my husband.
the surgery that ruined her life.
I'm not sure what to do.
And a reality star's risky pregnancy.
What went through your mind at the end of the day when you said we are not going to do genetic testing?
On The Doctors.
The Doctors, Monday morning at 10 on News Channel 9.
We're building a new Integrity Cadillac Buick GMC. We promise to do everything we can to make your shopping experience a pleasure. Come and register to drive a new 2015 Buick Encore free for a year while we get ready for an all-new Integrity Automotive in the heart of Automotive Row.
JB Millworks, where all new construction and remodeling begins.
Good morning, and we thank you for joining us for a special edition of Good Morning Chattanooga Weekend. I'm Calvin Sneed.
I'm Kim Chapman. It is July 19th, 2015.
It's been 3 days since the shooting rampage that left 4 Marines and 1 sailor dead. 3 days later, a wounded Chattanooga continues to heal.
And the community and the nation are still coming to grips with the tragedy, but in the city's dark time, an outpouring of love and support. News Channel 9's Lauren St. Germain and Josh Rowe join us now live from Lee Highway, where a memorial has blossomed in the city's darkest hour. Josh, Lauren?
Kim, David Calvin, it is incredible the number of people we continue to stream in here to take a look at this memorial to honor the 5 men who lost their lives. Gunnery Sergeant Thomas Sullivan, Staff Sergeant David Wyatt, Sergeant Carson Holmquist, Lance Corporal Skip Wells, and Navy Petty Officer Randall Smith. What we want to do part of this hour is tell the story of these 5 men.
We figured the best way to honor their ultimate sacrifice was to reach out to the TV stations in their hometowns and try to get their stories we wanted to hear from their coaches, their families, friends, the people who knew these Marines and sailor best, so we could properly tell you at home what types of people these men were.
They have each had very unique careers. Actually 3 have been deployed. Obviously, they were all serving together on that day that they passed away here in Chattanooga on Thursday, and we'll tell those stories coming up. But first, we want to get to the news of the day if we could. For the first time, the family of accused shooter Muhammad Abdulaziz released a statement saying in part, and here are the words here, there are no words to describe our shock, horror, and grief. The person who committed this horrible crime was not the son we knew and loved. For many years, our son suffered from depression. It grieves us beyond belief to know that his pain found its expression in this heinous act of violence. To read the entire statement, go to our website, newschannel9.com.
And we're also getting a closer look at the last text Abdulaziz may have sent a friend. Now, a friend did send all this information into Reuters, and that's how we know about it. It was a text that had a link to an Islamic verse, and he supposedly sent this link to his friend just hours before he began this brazen attack. In translation, it says, "Whoever shows enmity to a friend of mine, then I have declared war against him." The friend did ask to remain anonymous, but did show the text to Reuters yesterday. He told the source he thought nothing of it until Thursday.
Another thing we want to do while we're out here is show you some of this memorial, because some of the items on this memorial are just incredible. We told you about the Purple Heart that a veteran had dropped off earlier. We can take a look over here. Dog tags out there. There's over to our right, there is a Marine Alpha uniform jacket with a sergeant rank. There are flags, there are Bibles, there are signs. One sign I saw in a child's writing just says, "I am so sorry."
The words that we're seeing, the letters that people have written, if you come down to this memorial, take a few minutes to just read the notes. They're absolutely heart-wrenching and so heartfelt, and you can tell that people just really want to let the families know that these men gave the ultimate sacrifice and that we are eternally grateful as a city.
And another big question that we do not have the answer to, that we're working to get the answer to, what will happen to all of this stuff? Will it be separated and sent off to the 5 families? Will there be some kind of memorial here, a permanent memorial? I would love to see some of this stuff stay right here in Chattanooga to the people who donated this stuff to the memorial, so we can always remember and honor the 5 service members who lost their lives here.
And the memorial started Thursday, and it keeps growing hour by hour, and we don't even know when it would stop growing. Right. And people just keep bringing stuff and keep watching. So that's something we really want to figure out what is going to happen, because eventually the crime scene tape is going to go away, but this is going to forever have impacted Chattanooga.
Sure. And a whole lot more from out here during this hour. Right now, let's go back to the studio to Kim and Calvin.
Okay, thank you, Josh and Lauren. Folks, support for Chattanooga continues to grow strong, both in and around our city.
And the Globe. Check out this cell phone video taken by News Channel 9 employee Nathan Gale. It shows a convoy of cars, all of them bearing American flags, traveling down Amnicola Highway last night near the shooting site.
As you just heard Josh and Lauren say, folks, we went to the hometowns to learn the lives of these fallen heroes. It's our way of honoring the sacrifices they made Thursday afternoon just off Amnicola Highway. And that's where we go now to Betsy Golden. Betsy is profiling each of the 5 servicemen killed.
Betsy joins us now live with a look at the life.
Well, Calvin, it's very different out here this morning than it was on Lee. It is on Lee Highway. There are a few flags and balloons behind me. We've seen one person stop by to leave something, but local businesses are doing their part to be Chattanooga strong. And just as we're mourning, they're mourning in Paulding, Ohio. Residents for their own U.S. Navy Petty Officer Randall Smith.
Randall Smith's step-grandmother woke up and heard the news she was dreading. Her step-grandson had passed away.
Turned on my computer, and there it was, so I immediately called down there, talked to our son.
Navy Petty Officer Randall Smith was shot 3 times while at the Navy Operational Support Center in Chattanooga Thursday. His step-grandmother, Darlene Proxmire, said he had severe damage to his colon and liver. Smith had several surgeries but passed away early Saturday morning. Now the community is grieving.
Sad for his dad. I know him real well.
Greg Reinhart was Smith's Little League baseball coach for several years. He says Smith was a standout baseball player at Paulding High School.
Randall was a loving kid, full of fun, loved his wife and kids, loved his family, loved the community.
Reinhart says he couldn't believe the news when he heard of Smith's passing.
How it could be when he was in the Navy and he's in Tennessee, you know, not too many big bodies of water around.
Bob Feehan lived a few houses down from Smith's family.
Like every other kid, you know, he loved to play sports.
He says he heard the news from his son, Smith's good friend, who was also in Tennessee.
He was working in Tennessee just about a half an hour from where this happened when it happened. And he just got home early this morning and told me that he heard he passed away.
It's news Feehan never wanted to hear about one of Paulding's own.
It's kind of hard to talk about it because I knew him so well, and you know, I just kind of lost for words right now.
And coming up throughout the show, hear from family and friends of each of the 4 Marines who were killed in Thursday's terrible incident.
Okay, thank you, Betsy. As the injured Chattanooga police officer continues to recover, many people have been reaching out to show their support for him. Officer Dennis Pettigo will be off work for the next few weeks, we're told, as he recovers from the gunshot he suffered during Thursday's shooting.
According to the Chattanooga Police Department, well-wishers can bring get-well cards, notes of support, or gift cards to local restaurants and grocery stores, to the Family Justice Center today, or the Chattanooga Police Services Center in Amnicola during normal business hours.
Right now, let's go back out to Josh and Lauren for a look at how the community continues to mourn the victims. Josh, Lauren?
Kim and Calvin, churches across the area will dedicate part of their service this morning to these shootings. One of those churches, the Greater Community Church of Chattanooga.
Yeah, and we spoke with Pastor J. Anthony Taylor about this, and here's what he had to say.
The pastor that was there, kneeling beside the veteran Matthew Spurgeon. And one thing that he said to me, he said, sometimes we feel like that no one even cares. We give our lives and we dedicate our lives to the service of our country. And it seems like sometimes that fellow Americans don't really appreciate what we do. And they don't thank us for being, you know, those people who are on the front lines of the defenders of democracy. And so that bothered me, it troubled me.
And again, that service starts at 10 o'clock at their address on East 3rd Street. Everyone, of course, is welcome to attend, and it's going to be a powerful service. The prayer vigils that have been going on are just very, very powerful.
Absolutely. I want to bring you up to date on some news. We told you earlier this morning that the FBI had planned to finish up their investigation here. We just saw a truck pull up with at least 4 to 5 FBI agents show up and take out their large bags. So we assume that means that their investigation here at this scene is not quite done yet. Last night we got a release saying that they should be wrapped up last night, still working, and they said that the location on Amnicola Highway should be several days until they're finished there.
Yeah, still FBI agents here, still crime scene tape, still a pretty active scene.
Absolutely.
Now, a lot of you have been asking, how can I help the victims' families? Coming up after the break, we're going to hear from a Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation, and they're going to let you know how you personally can help the victims' families. Stay with us.
Weather is sponsored by JB Millworks, where all new construction and remodeling begins.
At Window World, we provide a straightforward approach to doing business.
With exceptional products at unbeatable prices. Not only do we stand behind our windows, we stand on them. Window World, simply the best for less.
There are a lot of places where you can get barbecue, but there's only one place where you can get Bojangles barbecue.
Introducing the new pulled pork barbecue sandwich from Bojangles. Try our barbecue sandwich combo for just $4.99. Bojangles, it's bow time.
On News Channel 9, we don't just give you the headlines. We give you the information you need to plan your day.
So a daily around the thunder showers the next several days.
And tell you how the day's lead stories impact you.
Drivers will be paying more at the pump as part of
News Channel 9 at 5, 5:30, and 6 with Calvin Sneed, Latricia Thomas, Kim Chapman, Josh Rowe, sports with Dave Staley, and weather with David Glenn. Keeping you more aware, more prepared, and better informed. News Channel 9. Depend on us.
Tonight, it's Cronkbots time. First, football chef Rob Gronkowski tackles the summer's #1 news show.
Name something that can be inflated or deflated. Rob?
I don't even want this one.
That's a smart man.
Celebrity Family Feud. Then the summer's biggest battle is down to the final 8. Game on. And everything is on the line.
I don't think any other team stands a chance against us.
Battle Bots after Celebrity Family Feud. All new tonight on ABC.
News Channel 9 would like to thank our advertisers. And if your business would like to join our roster of success stories, contact our sales office today. We can help you reach your target audience across multiple platforms through the power of television, the web, and mobile apps. Our team can help you craft a winning strategy for your business using both broadcast and digital media. For more information on how News Channel 9 can help your business grow, contact local sales manager Angie Bryant at 423-756-5500.
Weather is sponsored by JB Millworks, where all new construction and remodeling begins.
And we look at downtown Chattanooga from the DoubleTree Hotel, our CHI Memorial camera. A little haze out there as we start things off here for today. And in our weather, we're going to get you through some of this very hot weather over the next couple of days with highs in the mid-90s and even some upper 90s. I'm certain will be coming in here. Heat indexes are also a key because it can be very dangerous to your health as it goes over 100 degrees, between 100, 110 even in some places. 78 degrees at this hour. Temperatures are moving into the 70s that were down in the upper 60s in some places this morning. And as we watch our satellite radar composite, we even though we have considerable haze, there really is not very much in the way of cloudiness that we would normally see. Once again, though, we are in a flow of air from the northwest to the southeast, and we have some clouds that are approaching from the northwest right now. And as we go through the day, Future Track is certainly picking up on some of these isolated thunder showers. You see, this is kind of how I would suspect the radar might look this afternoon with some of these thunder showers popping up. And then we go into the evening, things start to diminish, and we go back into tomorrow afternoon with some of the same kind of weather. Actually, tomorrow it is not quite as prevalent even on Future Track, but I still think we'll have some scattered thunderstorms tomorrow. And Tuesday seems to be a little higher chance for some of these scattered showers and thunder showers. So at 9 a.m. shortly, we'll be around 82 degrees. Noontime, 90 degrees, and skies partly cloudy. Now, by the time we get past the noon hour and closer to, say, 4 o'clock, we will start to see a few of these isolated thunder showers. Remember, we have the heat like this that's been building, and we have humidities that are pretty high. The scattered thunderstorms or isolated thunderstorms, even though they may not cover much of our area up, we will have the potential still for a few strong storms. So that's with us for several days. Actually, it looks like we may peak on some of these showers and storms on Tuesday, and because of that, maybe not quite as hot. 77, though, the low on Tuesday and a high of 92. Wednesday's low 75, the high 92, and 92 on Thursday. So right through that period of time, temperatures are lower in the forecast, mainly because we have a few more showers in the forecast. Then we start to see a decrease in that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, highs low to mid 90s. It's a summer forecast. We're going to go back to Kim and Calvin right now.
Okay, thank you, Bill. And welcome back to the special edition of Good Morning Chattanooga Weekend. Many people are wondering how they can help the families involved in Thursday's shooting.
One organization, One Way, founded by a Marine in 1962, that is one possible place where you can start. The Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation has provided more than 35,000 scholarships since its inception 53 years ago.
Now, joining us now by phone is Margaret Davis. She's the president and CEO of the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation. Ms. Davis, thanks for joining us. Your organization is there to make sure the children of these and other fallen heroes get the further educations that parents would have wanted them to have. Is that correct?
That's absolutely right. We're here to help assist in that post-high school education phase, both career technical education, college, university, so critical in helping families move forward and helping children succeed in life and helping build a stronger America. We're honored to partner with these families and their children. We truly understand what these 6 children are experiencing and will experience as they move through the years ahead.
Margaret, making a donation to the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation, obviously one way people choose to donate, but a lot of times people have questions about if they donate, specifically where does their money go? What about in this case?
I'm so glad you asked that question, and your viewers and listeners need to be very discerning about their resources. We're proud to say that Charity Navigator gives us 4 stars in financial accountability and transparency. We put the money donated to us right to work for the specified purpose. Only 8% of our revenue goes to general administrative expenses, and our priority is your priority. Our priority is investing in these families in need, being there for them both in their time of grief today and in the decades to come as they move forward. We're proud to say also that more than 35 of our 2,300 students this year are coming right from the great volunteer state of Tennessee, and we have about 150 students nationwide in this Heroes Tribute program. So we fund both those children who need us as a result of their parents being killed in action or killed in the United States in this case in training, and as well as wounded, as well as those who need us who are in financial need.
Margaret, one last question for you. We're here, we see what's going on. The families of the fallen heroes are feeling the pain, but from your end, how do you feel about it?
Well, I'm a Marine mom and a mother of a Marine daughter, a spouse of a Marine, and this is personal, to be honest. I mean, our hearts go out to the families. The Marine Corps is a small community, and as is those sailors who serve with us, and we take care of each other. It's no surprise that the oldest and largest need-based scholarship provider for any military children comes from a Marine Corps affiliation. It's just we're passionate about making sure we're there for each other, and really, Kim and Calvin, we're funding children still who had World War II parents. We have a few Navajo code talker children that we're funding. They're older, and then of course we have children from the Iraq-Afghanistan war conflict, and then unfortunately we will have those children. I'm glad we're there for them, but I'm sad about the circumstances from this week's shooting.
All right, Margaret Davis with the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We'll check back with you in a few minutes.
Folks, if you want to do something, if you want to help, this is a good way to do that. Help the children of these fallen heroes. Thanks for waking up with us for the special edition of Good Morning Chattanooga Weekend. Josh and Lauren will have more from the memorial on Lee Highway when we come back.
Teens love their phones, and phones and fun go together most of the time. Teens can't text during exams, and they should never text while driving. Cars can be a deadly force, and one moment of distraction is all it takes. Don't let your teen's phone become a distraction. Take control of their phone when they drive with a free Drive Safe Mode app. Learn more at drivesafemode.com. Brought to you by Warren and Griffin.
Hi, it's Eddie and Greg here from North Georgia Toyota in Dalton.
Nothing beats a new Toyota from North Georgia Toyota in Dalton. Right now, get a new Camry LE for just $19,368, or a new Corolla for only $16,977. Get $3,000 off or 0% on new Tundras, or $6,000 off new Avalons.
Other dealers are going to say they can't do that. What do we say, Greg?
We say, oh, yes, we can.
Only at North Georgia Toyota in Dalton. Come see us.
News Channel 9 and CHI Memorial bring you a better way to look at weather. The Storm Cam 9 Network. These HD cameras aren't just beautiful views. They show you dangerous weather as it happens. Plus, the Storm Cam 9 Network is available 24/7 at newschannel9.com. Another way we keep you more aware, more prepared, and better informed. The Storm Cam 9 Network, exclusively from News Channel 9 and CHI Memorial.
The goal is to get calls and to create business. The best thing about advertising on News Channel 9 is, first of all, the results. People see it, people call you, but also just the people that you deal with over there. They're just good, nice people. They're flexible, and they're available.
Our team can help you craft a winning strategy for your business using both broadcast and digital media. For more information on how News Channel 9 can help your business grow, contact local sales manager Angie Bryant.
Monday, 9 till 7. Shop red hot summer clearance prices on everything at Scott's Furniture. Everything's tagged at summer clearance sale prices you have to see to believe. Save on sofas starting at only $379. Desks start at just $225. Save in Scott's House of Bargains and shop even lower prices at their clearance center. Buy with no down payment and 0% interest for 2 full years. Plus, delivery and setup are free up to 50 miles. Join the crowds Monday, 9 till 7 for their sensational red hot summer clearance at Scott's Furniture in Cleveland.
Local sports headlines and scores, newschannel9.com.
Welcome back, folks, and thank you for joining us for this special edition of Good Morning Chattanooga.
As authorities wind down their investigation at the Lee Highway shooting scene, the memorial for the fallen servicemen continues to grow. Josh Rowe and Lauren St. Germain join us now from the scene with more. Good morning, you guys.
Kim and Calvin, one of the most inspiring things about being out here is actually getting a chance to talk to the people who show up out here to visit this memorial. We just met a family here. We have Ashley and Chad and Colby
Little
Taylor.
Colby.
They're here from Asheville, North Carolina, and you guys were in town for an event and decided to stay over and visit this before we went back, right?
Yes.
Why was it so important to do that?
Well, teaching him, he's very into superheroes, as you can see, and we just wanted to show him who true heroes are.
Now, I can't imagine trying to tell, Colby's 2, and how do you tell him what's going on, why all these flags are lining the street? What did you tell him?
We just told him that in the world, bad things happen, and some bad things happen to some heroes.
Can you tell me about the last couple of days watching this on television from far away, but then knowing that you wanted to visit this? What's that been like to watch this kind of unfold, if you will?
Oh, it's very sad. I mean, I can't even imagine what these families are going through right now.
It made it really surreal to see this. From seeing it on TV and then actually showing up and seeing all this and all these flags, it's really hits home.
It's pretty amazing how many flags there are. I mean, people really have come out and it gives me goosebumps.
Right. To be honest with you, so it's emotional. It's sad.
Thank you guys so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
We really do appreciate it. And this is just one example of the many families and many people we have seen drive in, come in, sit down. One of the things that I noticed on Friday when I was here, and I saw 2 or 3 people do this, they will just sit down in front of the memorial and not talk to anyone, just sit there and stare at the memorial. Maybe say a silent prayer, but really just try to soak it in and really understand, what really has happened here this week.
And now, one thing, if you're walking around, you'll notice there's, besides flags, besides little mementos, there are also notes that people have left. And if you come here, take a few minutes to read those notes because the words are just incredibly touching. And Josh was saying, you saw one note that really struck a chord with you.
Yeah. It's in a child's handwriting, and it just says, "I am so sorry." And you see that, and it really breaks your heart because you realize that's what is in a child's mind as they try to understand and come to grips with what has happened here. And also, like you said, if you're at home and you haven't been out here, it really is worth a trip out here to just see this for yourself.
Just absolutely. And there's just no words. There's no words for this growing memorial.
Right now, let's take a quick break. We'll be back with a whole lot more. Stay right there.
This will be your new Integrity Cadillac Buick GMC,
where every vehicle comes with our promise.
We promise to do the right thing first time, this time, every time. At Integrity Cadillac Buick GMC, easy to get to from anywhere, in the heart of Automotive Road.
Next, Dr. Phil.
Chris is a pathological liar. Chris said he was a pilot buying a $500,000 house.
A life of deception.
Did he accuse you of kidnapping your child?
Yeah.
I wanted my son. He may have fooled others.
I made a list of his lies.
But has he met his match?
What did you decide was the best way to play me?
I don't like the fact that you're telling...
I don't expect you to like it.
Next, Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, Monday at 4 on News Channel 9.
The heat index is going above 100 in many locations, including here. So this is definitely one of the dog days of summer. It's hot, but beautiful, so definitely get outside and enjoy it. Hey, Andy. Glad you got to play outside today.
Plan your day with David Glenn and Storm Track 9. Just think, this could be you, down front in Atlanta at Variety Playhouse. Hearts pumping, boots tapping, and Sugarland's Christian Bush pulling you home. With Southern Gravity songs, named the Feel Good Album of the Year. 5 lucky winners receive a pair of tickets in the Southern Gravity giveaway. One grand prize winner also gets a meet and greet with Christian Bush before the show. Enter now for a chance to win at newschannel9.com. Contest ends July 19th. Tickets are on sale now, but they're going fast. Brought to you by News Channel 9.
This will be your new Integrity Cadillac Buick GMC.
I count 100 Cadillacs, 100 Buicks, over 100 GMCs.
Plus, we say our pre-owned are Chattanooga's 100 best. At Integrity Cadillac Buick GMC, easy to get to from anywhere, in the heart of Automotive Road.
One of our goals this hour is to tell you more about the 5 heroes that died here this week. This man we're going to tell you about now, Sergeant Carson Holmquist. He was a high school football player. He had 2 deployments to Afghanistan, joined the Marine Corps in 2009. He had a family. He had a wife. He had children. A career Marine.
He was an incredible man who dedicated so much of his life to serving our country. And we're going to hear from the people who knew him best, from his high school coach, and just the people who grew up with him. And with that story, Betsy Golden joins us live on Amnicola Highway.
Well, Josh and Lauren, I'm on Amnicola, and all morning we've been reporting from the other side of the street and hadn't even noticed this in the daylight. But tons of flags, flowers, balloons line the street in front of the Navy Operational Support Center. And here you see a cross for Sergeant Carson Holmquist. His family has more.
It's a military town. Flags flying a little lower Friday greet you at the edge of Grantsburg, at the American Legion, and at the high school. It's here where that pride is mounted, where serving means just as much as winning.
Yeah, we're a very patriotic community.
A few feet from Sergeant Carson Holmquist's picture on the Wall of Honor.
It was clear.
Updates from Tennessee echoed through the quiet school offices.
To lose one of your own, it's again, it's very real, and yeah, a lot of people hurting in our community today.
Principal Josh Watt coached Sergeant Holmquist in football from 2005 to 2008.
He always worked hard, and he was there for his team.
But that's not the uniform he will remember.
When he returned home from boot camp, he stopped by the school to visit, and I remember seeing him dressed in his blues and just how proud he was.
Here in Grantsburg, that pride flies in the air, hangs from a wall, and fills heavy hearts.
And coming up after a quick break, we'll continue our coverage of the 5 servicemen we lost.
I'm Ryan Jackson with Walter Jackson Chevrolet in Ringgold, Georgia. My family has been selling and servicing Chevrolets in Ringgold, Georgia for 44 years. During this time, we've offered the best prices plus great service. One thing you won't find here at Walter Jackson Chevrolet is all those crazy extra fees being added on to your purchase price. That's why we want you to compare our bottom line price. After all, it's all about the bottom line price you pay that counts. Find new roads with a short drive to Walter Jackson Chevrolet in Ringgold, Georgia, and save.
Snip or not to snip?
How old is too old for a circumcision?
There is a big difference in surgical risk.
Then
I haven't talked about this to anyone really like this. I've just been so embarrassed, and I didn't want to tell my husband.
the surgery that ruined her life.
I'm not sure what to do.
And a reality star's risky pregnancy.
What went through your mind at the end of the day when you said we are not going to do genetic testing?
On The Doctors.
The Doctors, Monday morning at 10 on News Channel 9.
And welcome back. We thank you for joining us for this special edition of Good Morning Chattanooga Weekend. I'm Calvin Sneed.
I'm Kim Chapman. It is July 19th, 2015.
We are a city in healing. The city and the nation still reeling from the brutal attack on 2 military recruitment centers in Chattanooga back on Thursday.
Yeah, we're now learning new insight into the accused shooter, as well as seeing the ripple effect the attacks are having across the country. Josh Rowe and Lauren St. Germain join us now live from Lee Highway with more. Josh, Lauren.
Kim and Calvin, as you mentioned before, we talked about the memorial, but we also want to talk about the fact that this is the scene where the shootings began on Thursday morning. And we told you earlier in the show as well, we got word the FBI would be finishing their investigation here last night. The FBI just pulled up and went in there about 20 minutes ago, so the investigation continues today.
We have seen a few agents outside. There's also still crime scene tape, so it is still a very active situation here. And we want to tell you more about the information we've learned today, including an arrest report from Abdulaziz's DUI charge, which was back in April of 2015 this year. And now, according to this arrest report, around 2 o'clock in the morning on West ML King Boulevard, officers noticed him acting lethargic and slurring his speech. The officer stopped him for failing to maintain his lane and driving 10 miles under the speed limit. When the officer stopped him, the report claims he smelled of marijuana and alcohol. Now, the officer did report his eyes were bloodshot and he wasn't very steady on his feet. When he got out of the car, Abdulaziz told the officer he had crushed up caffeine pills and snorted them. The report also states he failed a field sobriety test and refused to consent to the blood test. So that is all new information that we have this morning from the arrest affidavit back in April of 2015.
One of the big stories that has come out from this story is how do our leaders stop something like this from ever happening again? And we've talked about this. Recruiters who work in recruitment centers just like this, they're not armed. If you're on a military base and you're not standing a post or doing some kind of live arms training, you don't have a weapon. Some governors are taking steps to try to make sure that their National Guard members are protected and have weapons. And we've seen lots of signs over here asking for legislation like that. Florida Governor Rick Scott released an executive order to the Florida National Guard to move those recruiters in the National Guard Center off of those places just like this one here and back to National Guard armories. Here's what he said earlier this week.
They're immediately closed down. Those recruitment officers are moved to the closest armory. We have 55 armories across the state of Florida. They will not be reopened until we're comfortable that our National Guard members are safe.
And according to other reports, governors in states Indiana, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Oklahoma, they're working on legislation as well to make sure that those National Guardsmen are always armed when they are on duty. Not exactly sure what's happening in the state of Tennessee. We will watch this closely, and as soon as we learn more on that, we will bring that to you. Right now, let's go back to the studio to Kim and Calvin.
Okay, thank you, Josh and Lauren. As you can see, folks are coming back now. They're coming down. We've been there since 6 o'clock this morning. Hardly anybody there. People are slowly starting to come back because their heart simply brings them there. As you can see, the memorial outside the Armed Forces Career Center on Lee Highway continues to grow. This as the community comes together to mourn and pay their respects to the 4 fallen Marines and 1 sailor.
But it's not the only place people are coming to show their support. We caught up with a group of people lined up on the I-75 overpass at Volkswagen Drive. Look at that, the U.S. flag, the Marine Corps flag, honoring the 5 service members who lost their lives back on Thursday. Just about every car, every truck that came through there honked as they drove by, and they said they did it to show the military their support.
It almost brings tears to your eyes as you just imagine the patriotism, that people are wanting to show right now. As the memorials continue to grow for the fallen servicemen, the men's hometowns are also remembering the men that they grew up with.
We continue our profile pieces this morning with a look at the life of Skip Wells. Betsy Golden joins us now from Amnicola Highway with more. Betsy.
Lance Corporal Squire Skip Wells' cross is right here. He was one of the 4 Marines who was killed Thursday. His friends know him as Skip, and this morning we hear from some of those friends.
It's just heartbreaking to know that I will never again get to hear him say, "Hey, sis, how are you?"
Lindsay Pittman told me when she got to know Skip Wells a decade ago, they instantly became best friends. Now that big part of her life is gone.
Get to hear him on the phone or in person or get one of his hugs, and it's just to wrap your mind around the fact that there's never going to be another time.
Pittman had heard about the shootings in Chattanooga. She knew Wells had gone there days earlier for 3 weeks of training. It was early in the evening when a pair of Marines came to visit Skip's mother.
And she just told me he's gone.
Skip was always there, and he thrived on serving. And eventually that led him into the Marine Corps. He was very happy. His family was very proud of him.
Family friend Andy Kingery told us Wells' mother is devastated. She was proud of his decision to join the Marines, but obviously never dreamed he'd face such danger while training just a few hours up the road. Pittman tells me she's comforted by the memory of her friend, his always positive attitude, and his faith.
He was constantly asking, what can I pray for you for? What can I do for you? Is there anything you need? And, he thought so little of himself and just gave so much to other people. And the thought that someone could do something like that to him or to anybody, it's just, you want to know why.
And once again, you can't see this memorial from Amnicola Highway, so if you want to see it, come down, park your car, and you can see all of the flags and balloons that have started to line in front of the Navy Operational Support Center. Bill, we're going to take a look at the weather. Send it over to you.
All right, thank you very much. And let's just give you this update on weather now with very hot weather coming up the next couple of days. Those heat indexes are over 100 degrees during the peak heating of the day in the afternoon, so please take precaution from that. We also have some increasing rain chances. It's 78 degrees, but getting closer to 80 now, and temperatures have come up to 70 or above at our list of cities here. We are continuing to see a hazy start to the day. There's some clouds to the northwest that will likely come passing through, and then a few isolated thunderstorms. That's what we're seeing here on Future Track. This is the kind of situation we're going to be involved with here for the next couple of days. And then by Tuesday, I think we will be seeing the action being a little more coverage for our area. You see here, this is Tuesday, where the colors get a little bit more active across our area with some showers and thunderstorms. 82 degrees at 9 a.m. noon, already 90 degrees. And, depending if we get some showers and thunder showers in your neighborhood, your temperature is going to likely be close to 96 officially here in Chattanooga for the high. And in the Storm Track 9 7-day, it's 96, 97 today and tomorrow. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday brought the highs down slightly because of the chances of showers being higher, but still low 90s and high humidities right through the middle of the week. So that is your weather for the moment. We'll go back to Kim and Calvin right now.
All right, thanks, Bill.
And after the break, folks, we continue our tributes to the victims of the Thursday shootings with a look at the life of David Wyatt. Stay with us.
Weather is sponsored by JB Millworks, where all new construction and remodeling begins.
Monday, 9 till 7. Shop red-hot summer clearance prices on everything at Scott's Furniture. Everything's tagged at summer clearance sale prices you have to see to believe. Save on sofas starting at only $379. Desks start at just $225. Save in Scott's House of Bargains and shop even lower prices at their clearance center. Buy with no down payment and 0% interest for 2 full years. Plus, delivery and setup are free up to 50 miles. Join the crowds Monday, 9 till 7 for their sensational red-hot summer clearance at Scott's Furniture in Cleveland.
If it's time to paint your office or give your home a little TLC, then it's time to call Painter Ready. This is Ken Morris, owner of Painter Ready, and I invite you to call us for a free estimate. When you're ready to paint, call Painter Ready, 423-648-4408.
Hi, it's Eddie and Greg here from North Georgia Toyota in Dalton.
Nothing beats a new Toyota from North Georgia Toyota in Dalton. Right now, get a new Camry LE for just $19,368, or a new Corolla for only $16,977. Get $3,000 off or 0% on new Tundras, or $6,000 off new Avalons.
Other dealers are going to say they can't do that. What do we say, Greg?
We say, oh, yes, we can.
Only at North Georgia Toyota in Dalton. Come see us.
All week, Steve's delivering men right to your front door. And crowning.
Hello, I'm Garrett, and I'm pretty.
The hottest bachelor in California.
Settle down, people.
With the ultimate title. Plus, she's back.
You put your lip of this in there.
That wasn't a little bit.
YouTube star Annie Fee gets cooking.
And if he's looking at you and you got something low cut on.
And cussing in the kitchen.
Steve Harvey, Monday at 3 on News Channel 9. You're here, and you want to be here. That's where News Channel 9's Traffic Tracker online comes in. Check it from your desk, see where the delays are, and get home the fastest way. News Channel 9 Traffic Tracker, keeping you on the go. Weather is sponsored by JB Millworks, where all new construction and remodeling begins.
Welcome back to Lee Highway and the large memorial here. I want to make this clear. Of the 7 people shot in this horrific act, 6 of those people were shot on Amnicola Highway, and all 5 of the victims who died were also on Amnicola Highway. Yet this is where the memorial seems to have grown. I think it's because there's much more public access to this location.
And this is also where the shooting rampage began. This is the initial spot.
Right. I want to continue telling you about these heroes. David Wyatt, Staff Sergeant, 3 deployments from North Carolina.
Incredible. And we figured the ultimate way to honor these 5 men who paid the ultimate price was to reach out to television stations in their hometowns so we could hear from their friends, their family, their coaches, their teachers about who they really were, and try to paint a picture of these heroes in their hometown and now our town. So now we're going to go out to Betsy Golden. She's on Amnicola Highway, and she's going to tell us more about Staff Sergeant David Wright.
Roses with the name Staff Sergeant David Wyatt. He was one of the 4 Marines gunned down on Thursday and began his military career in 2004. He played football in high school and was in the band. Hear from those in his hometown.
This is how David Wyatt's family remembers him, a loving father of 2. He was born in Morganton, attended Piedmont Community College north of Durham, and then joined the Marines because of 9/11. His father recently lived in Charlotte, and tonight on the phone told me how he heard the tragic news of his son's death in Chattanooga.
First from my daughter in California, who saw this on the news, that there'd been a shooting in Chattanooga, and we looked to check where it was and discovered it was at my son's unit.
And as he heard the number of fatalities, he feared the worst because his son was part of a small unit. He served 2 tours in Iraq, 1 in Afghanistan. He came back wanting to be a career Marine. His family was thrilled that he was assigned in Chattanooga, where they thought he couldn't be safer.
This was expected to be the safest place in America. My son and the other 3 men who died are all cornerstones of America, and a deep loss for us all. That's a lose. I'm sorry.
But as this father reflects on his son's life, he recalls a challenge from his son while serving in Afghanistan. He wanted him to run the Marine Corps Marathon in D.C., and he did.
We were all very proud to be able to do that with David, and that he made it back from Afghanistan whole.
Coming up, we're going to continue our pieces on each of the 5 servicemen. We'll be hearing about Gunnery Sergeant Thomas Sullivan.
All right, Betsy, thank you. Ahead on Good Morning Chattanooga, we hear once more from the president and CEO of the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation.
She'll tell us about the organization and how it's helping military families.
Come on down to Beaver Carpets, only 20 minutes from downtown Chattanooga, for the best deals on hardwood floors. 5-inch plank wood starting at $199 per square foot. And that's not all. We install. Plus, get 6 months same as cash financing. Get your hardwood at Beaver Carpets.
Tonight, it's Crock-Bots time. First, football chef Rob Gronkowski tackles the summer's #1 news show.
Name something that can be inflated or deflated.
I don't even want this one.
That's a smart man.
Celebrity Family Feud. Then the summer's biggest battle is down to the final 8. Game on. And everything is on the line.
I don't think any other team stands a chance against us.
Battle Buzz after Celebrity Family Feud. All new tonight on ABC.
Introducing the free next generation NC9 To Go news app. It's smarter, faster, and more interactive than ever. Customize your local news however you want and play it back from your playlist whenever you want. You can select alerts, choose the type size of stories, and get multiple weather and traffic views with just a touch. Search story archives or connect with favorite news personalities. And that's just the beginning. NC9 To Go. It's a brave new app. Get the details and download your free app today.
Working with News Channel 9 has been real easy. Anytime a commercial airs, if it's during operating hours, we get phone calls immediately. And they say, we heard that on News Channel 9, or we heard it on Channel 9, or whatever. So it's been really good for us. We advertise on News Channel 9 because News Channel 9 gets results.
Our team can help you craft a winning strategy for your business using both broadcast and digital media. For more information on how News Channel 9 can help your business grow, contact local sales manager Angie Bryant. If you're shopping furniture, think outside the box. Outside the Box Furniture and Accessories is having a gigantic sale on name brand furniture like Catnapper. And you'll really save with our 6-month same as cash financing. Outside the Box, inside the Beaver Carpets Complex, only 20 minutes from downtown Chattanooga.
Check out photos from behind the scenes. News Channel 9 on Instagram.
Welcome back. Many people are wanting to know how they can help the families involved in Thursday's shooting.
One organization nationwide founded by a Marine was back in 1962. That is one place where you can start. The Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation has provided more than 35,000 scholarships since its inception 53 years ago.
And joining us now on the phone is Margaret Davis, the president and CEO of the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation. Ms. Davis, the Marine Reserve Center in Chattanooga, we've talked about it being a tight-knit group of Marines. But let's get to the scholarships, because that's the thing I think people, if they really, really want to help, remember the memory of these fallen Marines and also the sailor as well. This is where they can go. Is that correct?
That's absolutely right. Go to our website, mcsf.org, and we have scholarship support for all of the children of fallen Marines and Navy corpsmen who serve with them, and the wounded, as well as the children in need. We're the oldest and largest need-based scholarship provider for any military children. And specifically with these children and these families, you know, they're on our hearts and minds. This is a wonderful way to help those children in their future.
Margaret, I need to ask you, this story certainly has gripped Chattanooga, and it's several dark days for us, but the story has also gripped
a great angle.
Giving us repeat champions. Jack won back-to-back Open championships here in 70 and 78, and Tiger in 00 and 05, and maybe Iggy Louie in 2010 and 2015. That's not our music, by the way. That's right down there in town. Just want to let you know that's the real deal. So is this kid today. For 65 in the round of his life.
It'd be easy to leave this short. He has not done that. Oh, scratch your head. Got a knee knocker coming back. A lot of times when those nerves are at their greatest, you just get tentative. You must still be feeling pretty good.
It's interesting, too, because you have experienced caddies. We've been talking about game plans and caddies, and although they're both Irish and although there's experience with Murray having been around here a little bit, the caddying experience is different as well compared to what some of the other guys have going for them. 17.
See a lofted club for Day, number way to play. He goes up in the air.
Oh, nicely done. In the wind delay yesterday, Scott, he spent several hours over there hitting that shot.
That served him well there to 18.
To tie at 12. back-to-back at the home of golf. Louis Oosthuizen, 67 for the second time this week. And he rockets up to the top of the board.
Remember, Mike, after the delay, and part of what caused the delay was his ball being dead gimme from 18 inches, rolled a good 6 feet away, and he came back and in that wind made that putt.
So Oosthuizen's at 12. Dunn's trying to stay there.
Take a deep breath, kid, and knock this in.
And this has apparently been very comfortable as you see the way it's going on here. And there's a chance if they both tie at 12 under, they could be together for the final round on Monday. Bob Sullivan.
My palms were sweating watching that.
Hey, Golf World. Meet Paul Dunn. He's tied for the lead at the Open Championship.
It's your See results in just 1 week with Slim Fast. Shake it off. Blend it off. Just take it off and keep it off. Rich, protein-packed Slim Fast controls hunger up to 4 hours. Slim Fast. It's your thing.
DiGiorno or delivery? DiGiorno or delivery? Taste for yourself why the shortest distance between you and a delicious fresh baked pizza is your oven. Thankfully, it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
Well, if it isn't the belle of the ball.
Gentlemen, you look well.
What's new, Flo?
Well, a Name Your Price tool went missing last week.
Name your what now?
It gives you coverage options based on your budget. I just hope whoever stole it knows that it only works at Progressive.com.
So you can't use it to just buy stuff? No. I'm sorry, Gustav. We have to go back to the pet store. He's gonna meet us there.
The Name Your Price tool. Still only at Progressive.com.
Great job. Okay, now let's get ready for the ball. Here it comes. There you go.
Good catch. Perfect.
All right, now for the best part. Let's see your port. Ooh, let's get those in the bowl. These are way too good to waste, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go for it. Around the bowl.
Share what you love with who you love. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
They're great.
Good catch, Dad.
And now try new Kellogg's Frosted Flakes with energy clusters.
Cheesy bites with new crust flavors. Hot favorite barbecue and now ranch. You missed, oh no, so close, nice try. Dad, you stud.
More flavor, more fun. Pizza Hut's Cheesy Bites Pizza is back with your choice of 1 of 7 crust flavors, like new ranch and barbecue. No one has more flavor. Only at Pizza Hut.
One of these people is a terrorist? I need to find the truth.
Priyanka Chopra stars in Quantico. Sundays this fall on ABC.
Now, a moment ago, DJ came up well short with his second shot.
Finally. You know, he has to realize that he's still very much a part of this.
He's far from dead. He's only 2 shots back.
You know, this could be his worst round, and with his length off the tee and explosiveness. To 17.
Adam Scott second.
That's from 195, just a perfect tee shot, Scott. Barry's in the upslope.
Just illustrates the shot that Dunn just hit a moment ago, just to get the right distance to be up on that proper level. So hard for so many to do, to 18.
What a cool shot that is. RNA Clubhouse over there to the left. It's a new 2-tiered grandstand. Jason Day, if he can make birdie, he'll be the leader.
He's laying up here.
Yeah, and I don't disagree, Paul. Well, after looking at that whole location where it is.
That's right, and he knows exactly where it is, and he's made the decision to try to get a yardage. really comfortable with.
Yeah, and that's going to be far enough back that he can take it beyond the flagstick and bring it back.
It's just in the neighborhood of 100 when you get across that road. Granny Clark's Wind, if you haven't been with us during the week. During the year when the tournament's not going on, you can walk down that road, walk right down to the beach, or you can take your car. Runs right through the 1st and the 18th. One of the most famous golf courses in the world. Jason Day's on top with Louis Oosthuizen and some kid from UAB that you probably have never heard of. That's why you love sports. Paul Dunn shows up in your life and he's stuck in the back of your head forever. He's the story of the 3rd round at the Open Championship.
During its first year, a humpback calf and its mother are almost inseparable. She lifts her calf to its first breath of air, then protects it on the long journey to their feeding grounds. One of the most important things you can do is help the next generation. At Pacific Life, we offer financial solutions to accomplish just that. Ask a financial advisor about Pacific Life, the power to help you succeed.
Searching for a great used car? Can you help? Start with the millions of used cars for sale at the new Carfax.com.
Show me cars with no accidents. Show me no accidents and one owner. Show me no accident, one owner cars with service records. That's awesome.
That's the power of Carfax. Find the cars you want, avoid the ones you don't. Plus, you get a free Carfax report with every listing. Start your used car search at Carfax.com.
Look at this bacon. Seems like something you've enjoyed before. But look closer. Is that brown sugar you see? Melting into a sweet, crackly glaze? Yes, your eyes were right. It's Arby's brown sugar bacon. And what are those? Sandwiches? Oh, buddy, what's the occasion? Some sort of sandwich party? Go bacon, go bacon, go bacon, go... Arby's, we have the meat.
Did you leave behind something reliable? Something that felt like home? And now you can't connect the way you used to. Because you switched wireless carriers and can't get a reliable connection anymore. It's okay. We're still here for you. And we'll be happy to have you back on a reliable network. Come home to Verizon and get $300. Verizon, come home to a better network.
The past 2 years have not seen one running back selected in the first round of the draft. That certainly puts a lot of pressure on Melvin Gordon III to justify the selection. I don't think anyone doubts his ability as a runner, but will he be able to become a consistent threat out of the backfield? He has the potential to be a star. Only time will tell.
Speed Stick gear for moments that matter.
Jason Day would have watched that. This doesn't have a whole lot of movement in it, Bill Kratzert, but it will move a little.
It'll move a little bit, and it's easy, as you said, to hang on the high side.
Day makes this. He goes to the final group tomorrow. And that would be with Paul Dunn.
Tugged it a little bit. I don't think he could have overread that because he just saw Streb's putt.
You've seen putts over there. That's the disbelief with Jason Day. Almost everything slides to the right. He's just going, that's the first time I've ever seen a ball not come down there. I frankly thought it was in about halfway there.
That was perfect speed. Jason Day is hungry to win a major championship as anybody in the game today.
But Danny Willett can do something the last couple of holes to change the equation, but if it stays like this, then Paul Dunn and Oosthuizen would be in the last group, and Jason Day and Jordan Spieth would be in the second to last group. And they were together at the start of things Thursday, Friday at the U.S. Open. 54 holes in the books at the 144th Open Championship. So many turns in this day. It ends with 3 tied for the lead.
Open Championship on ABC, brought to you by Pacific Life. For insurance, annuities, and investments, choose Pacific Life, the power to help you succeed.
Stand the heat. Get off the test track. Get the Mercedes-Benz you've been burning for at the summer event going on now at your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer. Hurry before this opportunity cools off.
DiGiorno or delivery? DiGiorno or delivery? Taste for yourself why the shortest distance between you and a delicious fresh-baked pizza is your oven. Thankfully, it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
The fresh scent of Gold Bond powder spray comes with side effects on this side and this side.
Gold Bond powder spray cools and dries your body and leaves you with a fresh, clean scent all over.
Stay cool with Gold Bond.
36 hours ago, you were Jeff and Susan. Now, you're Mom and Dad. But you've got this. You read the baby manuals, you baby-proofed the house, bought yourself a safe SUV. You're totally ready for this. Right?
At Domino's, we make more than pizza. That's why we changed from Domino's Pizza to just Domino's. But no one really noticed.
That's because thousands of stores still use the old logo, including mine.
We're fixing that. We're updating over 1,000 stores this year.
That was fun. Order any of our specialty chicken, pastas, sandwiches, or stuffed cheesy bread. Choose any two, including medium two-topping pizzas for just $5.99 each.
When the difference between real life and death is just minutes.
Get out of the way. 2 gunshot wounds.
These are the people you need.
We don't know where the bullet is.
Tonight,
Mass
from the
General, 2
streets
minutes out.
to inside some of the world's best emergency rooms, this is where lives are saved.
They saved your life, you know that, right?
And where
I want to thank this guy with the muscles. Thank you.
the totally unexpected
Female is the problem.
happens.
There's always a girl involved.
Save My Life premieres tonight at 10/9 Central on ABC.
The prodigy. The precipice. The pressure. He's already claimed the first 2 prizes. He has given himself a chance for the 3rd. For this, for now, for here, where the old course asks and the young man must answer. How steady is the nerve? How strong is the mind? How audacious is the quest? So many things can go wrong, and when they do, what will he do? The old course demands, and the young man must reply. It's his opportunity, but it's not history. Not yet.
Hope you enjoyed the encore presentation of the 3rd round on this Sunday here at the Open Championships. So the second Monday finish in the 144-year history of golf's oldest event will come your way tomorrow. We'll have it for you live bright and early on the East Coast on ESPN and the Watch ESPN app for those of you who are at work or enjoying vacation. In any case, we hope you join us tomorrow here at St. Andrews, where the weather does say we'll have a chance to finally get in the books this long and perhaps memorable Open Championship for 2015. For our entire ESPN team, Mike Tirico, we'll see you tomorrow morning on ESPN for the final round of the Open Championship.
has been a special presentation of ESPN on ABC.
Every 4 years, the best athletes from the Americas compete for pride and country. The Toronto 2015 Pan American Games continue through July 26th on the networks of ESPN.
Tonight, football champ Rob Gronkowski tackles the summer's #1 news show.
Name something that can be inflated or deflated. Rob? I don't even want this one. Smart man.
Celebrity Family Feud, ABC tonight.
If you're shopping furniture, think outside the box. Outside the Box Furniture and Accessories is having a gigantic sale on name brand furniture like Catnapper. And you'll really save with our 6-month same-as-cash financing. Outside the Box, inside the Beaver Carpets Complex, only 20 minutes from downtown Chattanooga.
Tonight, it's Cronkbots time. First, football champ Rob Gronkowski tackles the summer's #1 news show.
Name something that can be inflated or deflated. Rob? I don't even want this one. That's a smart man.
Celebrity Family Feud. Then the summer's biggest battle is down to the final 8. Game on. And everything is on the line.
I don't think any other team stands a chance against us.
Battle Buzz after Celebrity Family Feud. All new tonight on ABC.
The radar very active. Lot of storms out there. It is a typical summer day with storms moving in. And it's going to be raining cats and dogs today. So stay inside if you can. Hey, Andy. Sorry you were stuck inside all day.
Plan your day with David Glenn and Storm Track 9. Just think, this could be you, down front in Atlanta at Variety Playhouse. Hearts pumping, boots tapping, and Sugarland's Christian Bush pulling you home. With Southern Gravity songs, named the Feel Good Album of the Year. 5 lucky winners receive a pair of tickets in the Southern Gravity giveaway. 1 grand prize winner also gets a meet and greet with Christian Bush before the show. Enter now for a chance to win at newschannel9.com. Contest ends July 19th. Tickets are on sale now, but they're going fast. Brought to you by News Channel 9.
Come on down to Beaver Carpets, only 20 minutes from downtown Chattanooga, for the best deals on hardwood floors. 5-inch plank wood starting at $199 per square foot. And that's not all. We install. Plus, get 6 months same-as-cash financing. Get your hardwood at Beaver Carpets.
Join the online conversation. Follow News Channel 9 on Facebook. You're watching News Channel 9 Weekend with Alyssa Sperato. In sports with Dave Staley. This is News Channel 9 Weekend.
Good evening, and thank you for watching News Channel 9 Weekend. I'm Melissa Sperato. Thousands of people have come through the memorial on Lee Highway where the shooting began Thursday. A few miles down the road is the site where the deadly shootings happened. News Channel 9's Betsy Golden tells us people are beginning to pay their respects along Amnicola Highway.
You drive too quickly down Amnicola Highway and you'll miss it. At the foot of the Navy Operational Support Center entrance, a memorial is beginning to form.
I've always had a great respect for the military and worked with the military over the years when I was in law enforcement.
It is the site where 4 Marines were killed and a U.S. Navy petty officer later died from his injuries. Authorities say the men were shot by 24-year-old Muhammad Abdulaziz, a Kuwait-born man who grew up in Hickson.
We train for the worst and hope it never occurs, but the training that's been taking place, not only here but in law enforcement and all across the country, came to fruition Thursday, unfortunately, and I hope that's an eye-opener for our national command authority and our national politicians. This is not a game. This is for real.
Got my 5 flags for 5 Marines that gave their life here in Chattanooga. You know, it doesn't bother you as much. You know it's going to happen in other countries, but here it happened right in our little town.
For one man, he bikes past this spot every Sunday. Today, it's a much different ride.
Today is the first time I've done it with a very heavy heart. I'm proud of our Marines, our sailors, and I'm just sad that something like this has to happen on our own soil.
People stop along the side of the road and have a moment of silence. Some pray for the families of the service members and for peace. Betsy Golden, News Channel 9.
The motives of Abdulaziz are still under investigation. Well, as we told you, that memorial on Lee Highway continues to grow by the minute. Let's go now to News Channel 9's Catherine Marchand, who joins us now. Catherine, how much has that memorial grown since you've been there?
Alyssa, we were here for much of the day yesterday, and the memorial is significantly larger than it was yesterday. If you look along here, yesterday there was a walking path along this patch of grass, and you could walk along, and now pretty much every square inch of it is covered with flags, balloons, crosses, flowers. And if you look behind me also, you can see this crowd is just growing. There hasn't been a dull moment here. It's just getting bigger and bigger. And there's also been just a nonstop line of cars. I spoke with a few representatives from the Red Cross a few minutes ago. They've been passing out snacks and water for the past few days, and they said they don't see them stopping anytime soon. They're going to be out here possibly for much of next week. Reporting live from Lee Highway, Catherine Marchand, News Channel 9.
Catherine, thank you very much. We'll see you in a little bit. Since Thursday, many of you have been sending us photos of the growing memorials on both Lee Highway and Amnicola on our See It, Shoot It, Send It page. Let's show you a few of them now. Jan Barnett writes, in honor of Skip Wells and the 4 fallen heroes from Cartersville, Georgia. Daniel and James Brannon took this picture at the memorial site on Lee Highway. We encourage you to see it, shoot it, send it. Send us your pictures both on our website or our Facebook page. We'd love to see them. Take a look at this convoy of motorcycles and cars coming down 153 earlier this afternoon. This is from our TDOT camera. Some bikers traveled as far as Knoxville and Nashville to take part in today's Pray for Chattanooga ride. They met at Sportsman's Warehouse on Lee Highway and traveled to the Reserve Center on Amnicola Highway, where they held a vigil. News Channel 9 will have more on this story coming up at 11. As the injured Chattanooga police officer continues to recover, many people have been reaching out how to show their support. Officer Dennis Pedigo will be off work for the next few weeks as he recovers from the gunshots he suffered during Thursday's shooting. According to the Chattanooga Police Department, well-wishers can bring Get Well cards, notes of support, or gift cards to local restaurants and grocery stores, to the Family Justice Center today or the Chattanooga Police Services Center on Amnicola starting tomorrow during normal business hours. In Chattanooga today, the FBI continues combing through multiple crime scenes. Prayer services and vigils are planned for the 5 service members killed in Thursday's shooting. Police around the country are increasing security around military facilities, and some governors are authorizing armed National Guard personnel. This a day after the 5th victim died in the attack from his injuries. Sarah Gainham has more on the story.
Another victim. Petty Officer Randall Smith's name is added to this makeshift memorial outside the Chattanooga recruiting office, where a deadly shooting spree began on Thursday.
We just released 5 flags.
He was the 5th service member to die at the hands of 24-year-old gunman Mohammed Yosef Abdulaziz. Investigators are still trying to find a motive. The shooter's recent trip to the Middle East raising concerns of a connection to terror groups. ISIS and other terror organizations have long called for attacks on military locations like these, according to analysts.
The American military is the most high-value target for ISIS. Going after, as I say, military targets in the U.S. homeland, they want nothing more than that.
Critics, like Sergeant Alonzo Lunsford, who was injured in the 2009 Fort Hood shooting, say military sites like these are easy targets because service members here aren't armed.
We have to be allowed to fight with both our hands and not with one behind our back. So arm our military personnel. We have the training, we have the restraint to use these weapons because we use it in the theater of war. It's obvious that the war is now on our home soil.
Navy officer Randall Smith and 4 Marines were shot and killed at the Naval Service Center, about 7 miles from this recruiting office, where bullet holes riddled the doors, but nobody was hurt. A veteran who often works with recruiters in this office said he believes the deadly shooting could have been stopped right here in this parking lot. If somebody in there, anybody, was armed, what kind of difference do you think that would have made?
They would have been able to low crawl out the back door and come around and flank the parking lot, and they've been able to handle the situation.
So you think they would have been able to stop him here before he got anywhere else?
Yes, because that's what we trained to defend.
If you have the proper tools?
Yeah, if you had the proper tools. Yes.
The shooting here has prompted officials in several states to call for recruiting offices like this one to be armed. Indiana, Texas, and Florida governors issued orders for more security and armed personnel at National Guard recruitment centers and military facilities. Other states, Alabama, New York, and Illinois, also stepping up security.
National Guard troops are under the command of state governors, but not the federal troops. That means service centers like the one where these five servicemen died would not get more security. Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam is issuing a directive to review security policies and procedures at all National Guard armories, storefront recruiting centers, and others. That directive was issued to Adjutant General Matt Haston today. In the directive, Governor Haslam has asked the general to review Guard personnel who are already allowed to be armed and add more when necessary. Also, the review will examine the security of Guard storefront recruiting centers and encourage the U.S. Department of Defense to pursue any opportunities for advanced safety. All across the country and right here at home, church pews were filled and altars were opened as the community tries to cope with Thursday's shooting. One of the churches holding a special service, Basilica of St. Peter and Paul. During the service, the bishop spoke about the tragedy and called everyone to prayer. One of those in attendance, Congressman Chuck Fleischman. He says he believes Chattanooga is only in its beginning state of grieving, but the support our city has received is incredible.
It's just been really incredible. We've seen Chattanoogans come together like never before, and it's uplifting.
Another church service hosting special services this morning, West Ridge United Methodist Church.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me, our Creator.
With the lights dim and candles lit, church members sang hymns in the pews and remembered the lives of 4 Marines and 1 sailor that were taken too soon.
We are all sinners. We all fall short of the glory of God. We all could have been Muhammad Yusuf Abdulaziz. We all could have been Dylan Roof. We all could have been James Holmes. We are not to hate.
Organizers with the Heritage Funeral Home will have a room of remembrance for mourners to pay their respects to the families of those fallen Marines and 1 sailor. The room of remembrance will be open from Monday to Friday at the East Brainerd Road Chapel from 9 to 5. You can go by and sign a book for the families and light a memorial candle. The funeral home will send the books to the families of those fallen servicemen. Many people are wanting to know how they can help the families involved in Thursday's shooting. One organization founded by a Marine in 1962 is one place you can start. The Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation has provided more than 35,000 scholarships since its inception 53 years ago in Chattanooga. We spoke with Margaret Davis this morning. She's the president and CEO of the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation. She says with our focus currently being on the children of the fallen servicemen, the program could better their future.
Specifically with these children and these families, they're on our hearts and minds. This is a wonderful way to help those children in their future.
Once again, if you would like to donate, you can go to their website seen on your screen. That's www.mcsf.org. To pay his respects to those who've lost their lives, Denver Broncos quarterback Peyton Manning came into town. Here's a picture taken by the Chattanooga Police Department Twitter page showing Manning with a CPD officer. And we will have more on the information surrounding Thursday's tragic shooting. That will come up next.
This will be your new Integrity Cadillac Buick GMC,
where every vehicle comes with our promise.
We promise to do the right thing first time, this time, every time. At Integrity Cadillac Buick GMC, easy to get to from anywhere in the heart of Automotive Road.
If you're considering replacement windows, Holco is the best. Just ask Mark and Rhonda.
Holco has been awesome.
The installers were wonderful.
They cleaned up, and you couldn't even tell they were even here.
Everyone that we have ever talked to at Holco have always been so